This is not a single player game, but the reason I still decided to feature it on this channel is because there is absolutely no PvP in this game. The zombies themselves are the threat. So let's talk about what a solo player can realistically expect from this early access title. First and foremost, yes, the game does have issues like teleporting zombies, pretty bad melee combat with lacking impact. The zombie AI and animations need serious work, and there are other bugs as well that you will encounter. Some features like the infection mechanic and suicide option have also not been implemented yet. Very clearly, this game had a rushed release. But still, this video can be helpful to you, so that once the stuff gets fixed, you have a decent understanding of its content. In this game, you play as a responder, and the game drops you and 7 other players into a pretty large map called Power Plant. The game does have matchmaking, so no, you don't need 7 other friends to play this. You all start separately on the edges of the map. Your goal is to make it to the central power plant, but before that, you have to complete objectives at 2 several points of interest that are scattered around the map. Ultimately, it is desired that as you make your way there, you group up with these other players and work together to make sure there are no deaths, or at least as few deaths on your team as possible. Because this is a permadeath game. Permadeath here means that your character is gone forever and you have to select a new responder. For that, it is important to note that there is an account level and a character level. The character level is tied to the acquisition of perks that make your character stronger. If you die, the character progression part will be gone, but the account-wide progression will stay. Increasing your account level unlocks new potential perks that are added to the possible perk reward pool that you can choose from whenever your character levels up. The game does encourage having voice chat enabled, but there is a text-based communication option as well. This is especially interesting for the final tasks at the power plant, because these require players to call out codes that then have to be entered. However, while the acoustic callouts may be more efficient, they are not necessary, as players can simply look at the code and then enter it themselves. While it is definitely recommended to at least use text chat for completing the objectives at the points of interest and the power plant, a stealthy solo approach to safely make your way there seems to be more viable than we previously thought. Now, as you play and successfully extract, you level up your character every 5 levels, up to level 20, and then every 10 levels after that, you get to pick another perk. A max level character has 8 perks, but keep in mind that this is character progression, not account progression. So if you die, these things will be gone. The game is early access, so there currently is only one map, and usually, players found that they mastered it relatively quickly. It is worth mentioning that supplies, aka experience, is shared among the team, so if anyone extracts with a lot of supplies, you also get the full amount. There's no need to worry about other players stealing everything from you if they rush through the map. So this game is not designed for solo play, but it can be tackled solo. There is a downside I see, and that is missing out on some tactical advantages from player interaction, but it will not be mandatory for a solid experience once they have fixed the problems that currently result in a mostly negative rating. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.